Okay, so we'll try to reduce this down as well as reduce this down to, sorry about that, 7 days as well, right? So a couple days ago, I do apologize. I was in the middle of having a discussion with a couple different people, and their systems are not working on my Mac. So what I need to do is I have to post a video, but I have to make it unlisted, okay? And then I take that unlisted video and I have to send it to those people so that they can see the video without you guys noticing that I posted the video. And so far, excuse me, so far that has been working perfectly fine. Now the problem that I ran into was I was doing that for about a day or so, maybe like I think it carried into the very next day. And then instead of me actually fixing the settings so that my videos start to come in posted, I accidentally had posted this particular video here. What we'll do is we'll minimize it. This particular video here, I had just unlisted this video yesterday, and I do apologize for anybody that's seen this video 2 days after, because literally this was supposed to be posted way before then. As you guys can see here, I don't think it tells me when it was supposed to be posted. Let's see, views. I don't remember the exact day that I actually posted it, but I did it yesterday, and it was supposed to be a couple days ago. And as you guys see here, only 122 views, which is normal. 122, 136, 130, whatever it is. That's normal for a couple days for me, but at the same time, yeah, I should have actually done it a little bit differently. I should have noticed it. I should actually check back after a day of me posting it. I should have checked to see how many views. I don't check my views. I just want to make sure that I post information, and if I say something wrong or incorrectly, then I'll go and repost and correct that, or maybe update the video. So the video was shot 4 days ago, right? So it was like Thursday, I believe it was. So Thursday was, I believe, the 15th or so. So we'll go here. So the 15th is where I was talking to you guys at kind of early in the day. So Bitcoin was around here, right? And I explained to you guys that what I did was I sold all my Bitcoins at around like 91, 92, okay? And then what I was doing was I was watching Bitcoin. And I want you guys to see something, right? So let me just click out of this. So you guys see this little pattern here, how it goes down, a nice little dip here, and now it's making its way back up, right? So this is what I'm talking about. So we got this little side action here. Then we got this nice little down action. We got this nice little up and down action right here. Then we got this huge down action. Then we got this huge up action, right? So if you guys want to see something interesting, you're going to get kind of the same type of action here. Now, here's the difference between this coin, which is Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin. You're going to see not as much side action as you will with Bitcoin, and your dips are going to be a little bit stronger, right? You're going to get a little bit of up and down. You're going to get a few more rises, and the reason why is because Bitcoin Cash isn't in the news as much as Bitcoin. And your dips are going to be just as bad, but your rises are going to end up around the same time, right? So this is how I'm looking at this, right? So let's look at the last day. Okay, so we got like 2 peaks, and we're working on a 3rd peak, but we got about 2 peaks and 2 valleys, right? And if you look at Bitcoin, their 2 peaks aren't as volatile as these 2. Okay, so this is how I've been playing this, and it's been working out. I will be honest with you. I made yesterday by doing this strategy. I made about $200, but which is about 10% of what I traded yesterday. Okay, actually, I made I think I made $160 out of $1,500 that I was trading yesterday. And right now we're sitting at 83.30, right? So I'm actually not in Bitcoin anymore. I'm not in Bitcoin Cash anymore because I believe I sold at 950, which is where we're at now. Okay, so this is how I've been looking at Bitcoin. I've been following Bitcoin and its news, okay? So what I want to do is I want to see Bitcoin for what it is, okay? Bitcoin's going to go down. It's going to go back up. I'm looking to not be in Bitcoin when it goes down and be in Bitcoin when it goes up. So the way that I've been doing this is I've been riding about 3 to 5% every single day. So if Bitcoin goes down I'm usually not in Bitcoin, because what I've been doing is I've been researching and trying to see. Now, I've been trying to pass some information on to you guys to just make sure that everyone's on the same page. As of today, I don't think there will be a correction. My estimate was that Bitcoin Cash will hit $1,000. It hasn't yet, but it will, to my knowledge. It should today. And then Bitcoin should probably correct to 850. It has not yet. 8,500. I'm sorry, 8,500 has not yet, but to my knowledge, it probably will. Okay, so that's just me analyzing it. I already gave you guys the links. I'll give you the link to the last video so you guys can see it and catch up on it, so you guys understand where I'm getting my information from. I don't want to give out all the information, only because the information that they're giving out is much more accurate than the information I'm giving out. I'm just passing on the information in case you guys want me to summarize what I learned today. So my estimate is that they're going to go up, and then I'm going to wait for the correction for it to go back down. My correction value is about for Bitcoin Cash, it's about 8% down from 1,000. So I'll be looking at about an $80 drop, I guess, which is not a whole lot. So I'm looking at maybe like it going back down to like 920 by itself from 1,000. And I'm looking at maybe Bitcoin Cash at the most going down to about 7,800. Now at the most, right? So if it does go down to that much, then that'd be great, because then we can get in. But I don't think it will. And if it does correct because of some news, some off the wall news, that'd be awesome as well. The only problem is that we're having now is that the news that was released, is really good news. So this is the reason why I'm estimating that it's going to go up before it goes down. And because it's got the good news. So the C20 did say that they believe that Bitcoin does not actually pose a threat to the global what was it? Sorry, I'm not looking at it. The GDP is, sorry, I forgot it. I'm doing this all on the fly. Global domestic product, right? I think that's what it is, global domestic product. So basically what that is the overall amount of money that is distributed amongst, everyone. Like, okay, so the euro is maybe 30% of the world's worth, or wealth, I should say. And then you got America, maybe it's like 28, and then Canada and Australia maybe coming in at like 12, 13, whatever that number is, across the globe equaling 100%. They're saying that Bitcoin does not pose a threat to becoming much bigger than one of the larger countries at the same time. They don't believe that Bitcoin will create a problem for anyone, meaning that someone goes to cash out 1,000 Bitcoins, it poses a threat where now they own more money than a current country, right? So they don't see something like that happening. As you guys can see here as well, this is the piece that I like the most, was that they're basically saying that even at Bitcoin's peak, or the cryptocurrency peak, it was only 1% of the GDP, the global GDP, as well as in comparison to when the market, we had our small depression, our depression in 2009, when we had that happen to us. Even in 2008, when the credit default swaps was 100% of the GDP. So basically they're saying that credit was way worse than Bitcoin is now, so we don't have to worry about it. So that's good news to me. That should probably push the price up a little bit. Now it says 7%. Is that in the green? I believe that's green, right? So 8% in the green. It's down to about 7% now. Let's see overall, so about 7%. As you guys can see, it's still climbing a little bit over the last day. As you guys can see, it's trying its best to climb. But like I mentioned before, I follow Bitcoin because it's the one that's going to decide if things are going to go up or down. If it goes down, it usually drags coins with it, given the fact that Bitcoin Cash is not as volatile and the price is not as high. The drag for that usually is higher. So for instance, if Bitcoin goes down 6%, which you'll see in my last video, you'll see that Bitcoin Cash was down 10%. So my goal was to ride that 10% up. And from that point to another point, you might be riding 10% up, and then in the following, like, cause what happened was that coin, that Bitcoin Cash that day, I believe hit like a little over 1,000, right? So it you know, after a couple of days of just holding, like I was saying before, you know, you want to ride it down. I wrote it down here, and then I got out up here, you know, a little bit over $1,000, you know, and you know, if you wrote it the right way, which I did not. I think I got out like 9 something. If you write it the right way, you can come out with like 15%. You know, even though you wrote Bitcoin down, you riding this up, you know, you can end up with a good chunk of change, you know, on exchanging it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Only thing I'm gonna leave in the bottom in the description is the link to the previous video in case you guys want to see it, but it will also have the information in the description, so you guys can check that out as well. I hope this is like valuable information, but yeah, my goal now is to shorting means get into US dollar, wait for the correction of about 3 to 5%, and then I'll hop back in once I start to notice the volume start to pick back up. Because once it's dropping, there's either going to be too much volume or not enough volume, and I just want to just ride it to where there's enough volume. There's enough volume to ride it up, but not too much volume where it's spiking down. All right, guys, have any questions? Let me know. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, definitely share.